Hey, Eric B, what's up, man? What am I doing here? I don't know. I don't know why I'm here in Nantucket. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, DC. Thanks for the good luck. What's up, Chris? What's up, Mike Fox? I love the song. I love the intro. I just hate making you guys wait. I figure as long as there's a couple people in here to say hi to, a couple people if you got, who might want to say something or, have conversation with or whatever, or just to talk to while I screw up, the more the merrier. I already did my chest. Okay. I'm sure I didn't get anything noteworthy. So as you can see, my mini account did make it. It actually made it by about 10 spots, give or take. Probably 9. But, I mean, that would have been making it by 4 spots if we still did it through 50. Hey, RJ, you're getting an eagle on hole 1 because I just joined. Very true, Carol. I hope that streak doesn't end. Awesome to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's hop right in and try our luck, and hopefully Carol's right. Let me just make sure. I don't want to put myself behind the 8 ball and not know. So, max plus 10, push up to check chart. Push up to check chart. Oh, I got it. Okay. Got it. 5.5 top and 2 right. Right curl to outer ring. No pull angle. Right side of the red ring at the rough island. Ah, that's at the bottom. Let's do it. What's up, D-Champ? Little John Bell, good to see you. David Alexander, what's up? Ball Breakers, what's going on, buddy? Slayed it yesterday with your notes. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, 2 right, 5.5 top, 10-2. Is still, it's 8. 10-2 was the wind, so never mind. Okay, so 10-2 is 10 rings to push up. I think it was max OP. I hope it was. I don't think it was max OP. Oh my god, I just had a brain fart. I just looked, I'm like, there's no OP on that curl shot. What a way to start things off. Oh man. I thought it was max OP. What's up, Galank? David Alexander, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. If not, you get it twice. Wow. I just didn't trust, what I saw. I wanted to adjust the 10.2, and then everything just went right out the window after that. And of course, it's the weekend. So when it matters most. Eight, pushing up 10, which would be an overpower. Oh, it's plus 10 yards, not plus 10. Oh, God, I did it as rings. This is going to cost me. Oh, my God. When you stream, these are just amplified like 1,000 times. Like if I was sitting in, you know, in a comforter playing this game, I would have thrown my phone and probably wouldn't have picked it up till tomorrow. Well, I would have picked the phone up sooner than that, but I wouldn't have picked the game up. Now I have to find a way to get the heck out of this horrible start. Luckily, this is the account with the bad tiebreaker, but whew, this is awful. Oh well, we all have our moments. I just can't let this stay in my head.
Great shot.
What's up, Kavak? Hey, Trevor, thank you. I'm going to need it now more than ever. Worst start ever. However, like I said, the tiebreaker, excuse me, on this account is awful. I shot a -10 because I got a disconnect. On this account in the front nine. And then after the disconnect, I went for a rough bump on a par 3, and of course I missed the rough, and then I missed the next shot that was supposed to go in. So I just need to reset. It's always the first hole that is kind of like, I don't know. It's good and it's bad. It's bad from the standpoint that it's the first hole that kind of sets the pace for the rest of the, not the whole stream, but the rest of the, you know, the 9 holes that we're going to do. But on the flip side of that, it's always the first hole that has the most pressure. So hopefully some of that pressure's gone. The fact that I'm, you know, that I just blew it, maybe that'll take some pressure off and we can get a couple drops where we normally wouldn't get it. However, on the weekend, if you get drops, you know, it's not supposed to be extra. It's supposed to be extra in terms of getting you up higher, not extra in terms of, you know, just making sure you qualify or something. So, anywho, do we have a spirit ball? Looks like we're going to need a spirit ball here. I think we do. Yep, there it is. Max plus 10, max top, 0.5 right, max OP, plus adjusted, and right curl, plus adjusted, max OP. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Max OP plus... Max OP plus adjusted, and right curl. Does that mean controlled OP? Because when I see max OP, I think that's automatically you're going to push up if it says max OP. You know, unless it says somewhere else. Okay, max OP and right curl. You're fine, man. He updated it right as I was watching it. I just, you know, I had a bit of a brain fart. I'm like, wait a minute. But believe me, when it comes to forgetting things, you're looking at the champion of that. Max plus 10, max top, max OP. So the max OP is with a push-up. All right. What's up, Jason Bourne, Steve Fisher, Trevor Cartwright? Hope I haven't been missing anyone. Golf Class Jeff, good to see you. Dylan, what's up, man? Respectable score, minus 25. I'd be happy if I get that on this account after the start I just had. Jeez, minus 35. If you don't get gold, there's a big problem. Then again, if you're an expert 3, there's no telling. Hopefully it does stick, though. Hey, Caleb, how you doing?
Great shot.
Almost looks like a no movement shot, but then when you look and see that it's a stretch, you see that's not the case. Max top, 0.5 right. All right. Gonna do 11 rings. Geez, what would this be? I guess we'll find out with the Apox 7. Pull to max. Max OP, right curl. This isn't what I would consider mid-ring, but I'm following the picture. It was about a third. Look at that. Jeez. Oh, come on. We were right there. Probably should have went a little more. Probably should have used the full half curl that was stated. But this is a very makeable shot if we could hit perfect. So from that standpoint, I'm really happy. It does suck we're going to have 0 wind, but we're so close. We're probably only going to be adjusting like a ring. Well, Caleb, hopefully... Oh, Jeff, you got it. Ball breakers, are you talking about an expert 2 or expert 3? Yeah, you know, it's scary when you get it because you know people have died and everything. But if you're going to get COVID, and I said this when I had COVID like a month ago or however long ago it was. Yeah, I think it's been about a month. If I'm going to get COVID, this is the variant I want to get. It's going to give me the best chance. It's going to give everyone the best chance. Okay, so we're just going to call this... Is it 33%? I don't know that. I'm going to call it 30. And then we have this horrible green.
Great shot.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. I'm still not feeling it, but the results of this hole were way better than the results of last hole. So hopefully we can keep that going into hole 3. And we can go from ice cold to boiling hot. Nice, Kavak. I just considered myself better, you know, when I no longer felt sick. I no longer had like the dizziness or the cold type symptoms. Like, you know how when you get over a cold or a flu or whatever it is, you still feel kind of sick, even though you're not sick. You kind of like, you're still going to have like clogged sinuses and stuff. You got to get all that crap out of you. I considered myself no longer being sick as soon as I felt normal. But, I was still coughing a little bit and everything, because I know, symptoms generally stay with you. The one thing that the Omicron hit really weirdly with me is day one felt like a flu. I didn't have any gastrointestinal, no stomach bug or anything like that, but I had dizziness, and I had 102 fever. 102, not 100.2. I know 102 isn't like groundbreaking or anything, but there's a big difference between 102 and 100.2 for you Fahrenheit fans out there. I don't know what it is in Celsius. So, I'm like, great. If I have COVID, and I was just told I had a close contact, if I have COVID and this is day one, what the heck is day 4 or day 5 going to look like? But I woke up, thank God, I woke up the next morning, and I felt like I had a cold, and I'm like, okay, this is more like it, but I never knew. Is day 5 going to come and all of a sudden I'm going to feel like I got a flu again, which is awful? I had no clue what to expect. Okay, so here we are going to go Kingmaker because we want to slow this win down as much. And do we still have... Yep, we still got the quarterback. .8 back, 3 right. Guy just right of center cup and about 2 squares through. Let's go. No need to mess with the notebook because he provides everything we need. Over here on the right hand side. If you want to see the same notes that I'm using, just hit exclamation point notes in your little chat box, and Nightbot will tell you where I get my notes. Hey Jeffrey, how you doing, buddy? Whew. All right. I needed to look up to make sure it was Rob's turn. I was scared that he's got the precision ball. Okay, Rob. You're one of those guys. If I had enough money in terms of like, being able to pour money into games and stuff like that, I would buy it too. I'm just joking with Rob. But, I don't know. It still irritates me when I see a precision ball.
Great shot.
Nope, that happened to me. That happened to me. I know the feeling. Three right, 2 back, no, 2.8 back, sorry. We want to be just right of the hole. See, we want the green, yellow, that we need to back it up just a little bit there. 7-1 is 6-9. Can we get the rough bump? Hit the rough. Thank you. Can we get a drop? Explanation point notes. Thank you, Johnny.
Yes!
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more Calvin.
Whew. What's up, Mike Knight? See, Carol, your luck is still there for us. It was just a couple holes late. Thank you. I'm doing good, Caleb. I hope you're doing okay, man. With the, it's scary to have COVID. It just is. I know a couple people who passed away from it, and then when you have it, it's just normal to think, that you're going to have, a bad case or something. But that's very seldom what it's going to be. I think you said, I don't know if you said your aunt or your nana or something like that. I can't remember. Forgive me for not knowing or not remembering, but I'm sure you guys, I'm not sure, because I don't know what type of health, issues you have or whatever, but Omicron is the one to get. As a lot of you know, I lost a really awesome childhood friend, a guy that I still talk to, the guy that taught me how to box, about 2 months before Omicron was announced and took over the world. And, I honestly, I think about that a lot. If he just would have gotten sick 2 months later, he'd probably still be here. And that really gets me. And then the person that gave my wife COVID passed away from it, So my boxing trainer, ex-boxing trainer, I guess, because I'm in no shape to box now, died of Delta, and then my wife died of, I don't know if it was wild type or alpha or beta, one of those three. She got hers the first Thanksgiving we had with COVID, which was almost a year after. So it was Thanksgiving of 20. She got it, and Lexi got it. Lexi got it when she was 9 months pregnant. So they were setting up a special room at the hospital for her, and I'm just thinking, oh my God, I can't imagine. Because back then, COVID wasn't Omicron. People weren't, sneezing and coughing like a common cold. They were laid out. But everything worked out great. Thank God. Especially when it's your kids, Let's see here. Max plus 15. Max top 3 right. OP as adjusted. And almost inner ring right curl. Blue ring at rough at plus 14. Ball guide center. Okay. What's up, Ray Langford? Yes, Jatapon? I hope I said that right. Brandon, life is good. I appreciate it. What's up, Ronald House, Steve Fisher? I hope Why won't you scroll up? Damn. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Yeah, no, my wife didn't die from COVID. The person, she got it at work. And the person she got it from at work was the one who passed away. My wife didn't pass away. Sorry if I explained that wrong. What's up, Tomania? Carol Bentz got COVID twice, Delta, and just now you got over Omicron. Was exercising the very next day both times. Yeah. And that's a great thing. If I could give advice to anyone, Caleb, included, I'm no doctor, you should know that, but, I don't know what the what the law says or anything, but I was doing breathing exercises. The most dangerous thing with COVID or the most common dangerous thing with COVID seems to be pneumonia. So if you can minimize your risk with pneumonia, you'll be in good shape. So do breathing exercises. What do I mean by breathing exercises? Tell you in a minute. Six, 5. What is that? About 4.5 rings of OP. All it was they said take a deep breath through your nose. Ooh, roll out. Damn it. Must have been a double great. Well, at least it's a Nirvana. So what I would do, if you could breathe through your nose, hey, that's a bonus. But if not, I would okay, so you're just relaxing. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. For about 10 seconds. And then release it through pursed lips slowly. And again, I said this probably last stream or a couple days ago or whatever it was. Your lungs don't open all the way up when you take normal breaths. They open all the way up when you take deep breaths. And the COVID, or not the COVID, but the pneumonia sets in those parts of the lung that don't move as much unless you're taking deep breaths. Now, again, don't be an idiot and go, oh, Dr. RJ said this. No, if you have any concerning symptoms or comorbidities or any of that, stuff, see your doctor. And if they tell you don't do breathing exercises, then don't do breathing exercises. I'm just trying to say, I don't want to mess with the clock. I'm so behind on the clock. That's why I didn't take the time to measure it out. I'm just saying, that's what I personally did. And I didn't get pneumonia. And there was really nothing riding on this shot. That's why I was able to hit perfect. So, yeah, maybe I wouldn't have gotten pneumonia either way. But I wanted to be as prepared as possible. Also, if you haven't gotten it yet, take your vitamins. If you get sick, it's not a bad idea to, take coldies or whatever at your very first symptoms. Oh yeah, Carol, so you were doing far better than I was. When I did talk to my doctor, she said, don't just lay in bed because there are blood clots in association with COVID. And if you just sit there and lay in bed for a week or two, you're upping your risk of the blood clots. So I laugh, because I have anxiety, and I tell people my doctor prescribed me to play video games, because she's like, I don't want you exercising. That's not what I was saying. Carol was lucky enough. What's up, Spyro? 3KS Fishing. How you doing? James White, the guy with the coolest name on the internet. Awesome to see you. But yeah, they said don't overdo it or anything. And if you didn't have it that bad, that's awesome, that you were able to do that. Not quite asymptomatic, but it sounds like definitely very mild. My cousin, back in the early 2000s, or maybe it was the late 90s, was the second strongest man in all of Ohio. And I remember him saying whenever he got sick with a cold or a flu, he would lift weights extra because he believed that he was sweating it out, you know. He was the second strongest man in all of Ohio, and he only lost to first place by 5 pounds. But he said when you get up to, I don't know, I don't even want to guess what the weight is that they were bench pressing or whatever, deadlifting. I'm not sure exactly. He's like, I lost by 5 pounds, but when you get up that high, 5 pounds feels like 100. So, you know, he gave credit to the guy who beat him. Let's see. Oh, wait. I don't need none of this because it's par 3. 0.2 top, 1.1 right. Exactly, Randy. Very true. What's up, Jim? Well, that's surprising that you didn't get it bad and you're not vaccinated. I didn't even know that was a thing. Golf Clash Kane, how you doing, buddy? God, I hope I'm not missing anyone. Oh, Spyro, I mean, aside from my buddy Joe passing away, that was really sad. It was really sad. He I don't even want to talk about it. So it was sad. What am I doing? I just said I don't need this. See? There we go. I'm thinking about too many things at one time, and then I just start pressing buttons, and this is where I start forgetting things. Randy Mosner, what's up, buddy? Welcome back. Awesome to have you. Are we playing each other now? No, we're not playing each other now. We just played each other? Was it the last hole? Well, heck, I wish I would have seen that sooner, James. Sorry. In case you're wondering, I am subscribed to two James Whites on YouTube. One James White is a Christian debater, apologetics, whatever. I haven't really watched him much lately, but there's nothing wrong with him. But back when, let me take my shot. Back when James joined me, I was definitely into him. And then also, I watch a channel called Freaking Reviews. And his name is James White. 1.1 right. 0.2 top. And then we want to back this up to about here-ish, I think. 8, 9, only 6 rings. So again, a club that's not very accurate means 1 pull. I love that. And then a slight underpower.
Big shot. Nice on.
Don't get much closer than that. It was your Harley account, okay. Well, hopefully we could match up again, man. Ooh, curling. I could just sit here and be hypnotized by this for a long time. I'm going to have to go on YouTube and just look up curling, see if they have like 3 hours of curling. It's such a hypnotizing Olympic sport. At first I watched it to laugh at it. I'm like, that dude just threw a rock and there's 2 idiots with brooms sweeping the ice in front of it. How the hell is this a sport? And it just stayed on. And next thing you know, I'm sitting here making fun of it. Next thing I'm like, ooh, ooh, you know, like trying to edge it over to the left a little bit. And, you know, an hour or 2 pass by and I'm like, I like curling. So go figure. All right, max plus 0. Let's get that 0 in there. It's power 5. Oh, then, and move slice rings -6. Then push to 24. Wow. Okay. Yikes. Move the slice rings. I'm going to use a practice token. He just typed in practice at RJ. Definitely. Now, I wouldn't be opposed to pillow fight. I wouldn't want to see the men's pillow fighting, but the women's pillow fighting could be cool. You know, I love football. And I remember my kids were really young, but they were old enough to know better. And nothing was on TV, but they had Powder Puff Football, which was women playing in lingerie. And, you know, I was channel surfing. I landed on it. And I'm like, ooh, football. Now, I'm not an idiot. Yes, it was women in lingerie too. But it actually ruined it for me. Because if my wife or my kids walked into the living room to see me watching Powder Puff Football, I would have been wrecked. I would have been like, how do you explain that, you know? So I turned it off. You know, just female football, I'll watch it. That's fine. Why can't they wear the same uniform the guys wear? Why they got to wear... You don't see frickin' Tom Brady out there in, you know, a Speedo. I don't know. There's probably a reason it's not still around. All right, practice. Max plus 0, then move slice rings. -6 slice rings. It's a no movement shot. I'm sorry, no movement. You know, and then you add the slice rings. 5.8 top, 1.5 left. Max left chrome. Okay. Trying to give their servers a little boost here. There we go. So no movement shot. Wait a minute. Is it no movement shot? I'm going to screw something up. But we're in practice. It's okay.
Great shot.
Oh, I know, Kavak. Whoo. Underwater basket weaving. Ryan Langford, what's up, man? Did I miss something? I see the points up. All right. No movement shot. 5.8 top, 1.5 left. Okay. Now we're going to do our slice rings, which are... Oh, wait. We're moving to the left. Okay, not the right, the left. -6. Brain fart. So 12? I ran out of time. I didn't. Okay, actually, maybe we move to the right side? Oh, okay. I always confuse left and right. So, Kavak, anyway, I want to get a petition started for the NFL to start 1 month later. There's nothing to do in the northern states when football ends, and then winter just crawls day by day. All right, well, at least we get to try it in the other direction now. 1.5. Okay. So.
Come on, man.
Rotate screen. Okay, okay. Oh, you know what? It's max plus 0, so I wasn't even doing my adjustment. 11-0. Do you move to the right or move to the left? Okay, so 10, 12, then we'll do 8-3. Then we're going to push up to, what did he say? Plus 24-yard mark. We didn't put this on. And I didn't rotate the screen, so that was a lot closer. At least we weren't out of bounds and we were super close. All right, we're gonna practice it again. One second. I think we got some shit going down. I hope it's not getting bad. Such a shame. So I'm sorry that you guys had to wade through that. Just to let you know what you were wading through without giving away too much information. Yesterday's stream, I ended it with kind of a political rant. And it's really like an anti-racist thing. And it's really upsetting because this is a close friend of mine, or at least he used to be a close friend of mine. Probably not a close friend of mine anymore. But it was on the topic of race. And my argument was race is stupid. Racism is stupid, no matter what group you're racist towards or against or whatever. Or there should be no them versus us. It should be we. And apparently, I am racist because I'm not saying, you know, that because I don't want a us and them. I want a we, you know. So that means that I stand for oppression that happened, and I don't know. Before I even hopped on, you know, some of this is what I was dealing with right before I hopped on. And I'm like, I'll play some Golf Clash, and maybe that's why I screwed up so bad in hole one. I just tried pushing it to the back, but I've gotten into debates with this friend before. He's a good friend. He's a good guy, you know. I love his dad especially. And I love him, but you can't see past race, and you know, he apparently thinks I'm racist for stupid reasons, like voting for Donald Trump. Not getting political, just I cast a ballot that makes me racist. And the other thing is, I don't agree with Biden saying that the next Supreme Court person's going to be a woman of color. And real quick, I'm not getting political. I'm just stating my point for this argument. I'm not going to answer any questions, or we're going to play Golf Clash. I'm just kind of letting you know why my mind is in a little bit of a funk. I think that the job should go to the most qualified person. And if the job were to go to a woman of color, and Joe Biden didn't make that statement, then I would have been happy to give him the benefit of the doubt that this woman of color was the best person for, you know, to fit the Supreme Court justice for the retirement of the other justice. But because he made an announcement patting himself on the back saying, I am going to pick only a woman of color, he's eliminating men of color, he's eliminating women of no color and men of no color, and I just don't think that's fair. I don't think race should play in any way, shape, or form. Race should not be involved. Was race involved back in the 60s and back in the 20s and the 1700s? Yes, it was. But I wasn't alive back then, and neither was he. So now, apparently, because I take that stance, I'm racist. And this isn't the first time he said that he suspected that I could be racist. So, you know, I love the guy. He's got a great heart, but maybe we just weren't meant to be friends, you know, beyond a certain point. And it's really sad that it came to that, because he's younger than me. And he's probably one of the only people that was younger than me that I kind of looked up to him. I thought, man, this guy really has his life put together. He's an amazing person. He's one of those people you just feel better when they're around. Like, you're better for knowing him, especially his dad. His dad has definitely brought me closer to God. Amazing, amazing person, but, you know, he just, I don't know. We can't see eye to eye on this particular matter, and therefore I am a racist. So I guess I'll take my racist ass and move along, because I'm tired of being called something I'm not. I hate racist people. If you're racist, click off the video. Seriously. I hate racist people. I really do. If you're white and you're racist, if you're black and you're racist, it don't matter what color you are. If you're racist, you're a piece of crap. But, you know, because I'm consistent, you know, it's not okay for white people to be racist. Okay, well, black people were, you know, victims of racism. So now black people need to be propped up and white people need to be put. No, no. You don't fix a problem. If the problem's like a pendulum, I said this yesterday, and it swings back and forth, you don't stop the racism by letting it swing back to the other side. You just stop the pendulum. It just stops swinging. Turn that damn clock off. But, you know, no, apparently that means that, you know, I just want white people to run the world, and, you know, secretly I don't know what his point's supposed to be, but it's utter bullshit, and it really pisses me off because I loved this guy. And, you know, this just feels like the straw that broke the camel's back for me. I'm not going to continue to have a guy making, you know, underhanded, you know, you could be racist or you're appearing to be racist. And it's not just this one conversation. You know, we've had other ones. And like I said, it was about who I voted for. And, you know, that kind of hurt. It did. You know, and this kind of hurts too, but it sucks when politics, you know, divide you. And it sucks that race falls into politics as well. No, Chris, you're fine. This guy doesn't watch my channel. You know, it's a hot political topic, and we just happened to get on this topic, and you know, it just turned out the way it turned out. Like I said, this isn't the first time. It really pisses me off. Because it should not be this way. But if you want to insist that I'm, you know, some sort of closet racist because that pushes your agenda, well, then your agenda is more important than, you know, then 7-5. Then I'm hoping I remember correctly. We push up to plus 24. I'm not mad about that. That'll reach. All right, guys. I'm Nick. If anything, they're actually coming out and showing that natural immunity is more important than, I don't know if it was first suspected or whatnot. You know, the CDC is, you know, I mean, just everything in the, regardless, we shouldn't have this conversation, but I don't want you guys to start fighting. That was practice, right? Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I can't waste all these balls. I'm usually opposed to trying something different, but he did say to flip the screen around, so I am going to try doing that. 5-8, 1.5 left. I know that's a little more. Sorry. Best I got. Alright, so that's 10. That's 13. We're going to push for 7. A lot easier. And fighting with the trees. Now we're going to push up to plus 24. What's up, Vic? Well, at least we're not out of bounds, it looks like. Oh, that was our best shot yet. Look at that. You flip the screen around and it works perfectly. Hopefully I'm in wedge range. Is that plus 30 a Jared shot? I think it would be, because club plus 15. Okay, yeah. Oh, you lost your dad. I'm sorry to hear that, Johnny. Vic, did I say hi to you? I'm sorry. I got a million things going through my head. I hope I did. How you doing, buddy? Okay, so we are... Okay, I'm okay with this. Because what I'm going to do is put this here... 15, 10, 2. I'm going to push up 10 rings. Which will be 3, 9. Let's see here. It's 10 rings-ish. Then we're going to adjust 3.9. I could have done that better, but time is of the essence with the clock.
Perfect shot. Albatross.
When you follow his notes, these are the results you get.
Guess what? I got a fever. The only prescription is more Calvin.
Hole number 7. Katana. God, I love when we get to use balls less than kingmakers. Most people don't have this problem, but I do because I suck half the time at tournaments. 0.2 top is all that really matters. Top of the white ring at the guide. Right edge of pin. Careful not to OP. All right. Well, ball breakers, you know, I give a ton of credit where credit is due to Jared with the Jared shots, and I give tons of credit to you with the notes. I gotta also give you credit. You're the one that taught me that my thorn from minimum distance is 1 ring equals 1%, and that's how I dropped that. Without you having that, I would have guessed, and I probably would have guessed that I was at like 25% or something. So thank you. It was your notes, it was your elevation, and it was your trick that taught me with the thorn how to play that.
Big shot.
Hopefully we could replicate that and go crazy. Okay, white ring. Nine. Sounds like an angry German. Let's see, 9 is 11-1. Perfect.
Perfect shot.
Please be the right adjustment. We definitely have some catching up to do. Every drop we get is just that much better of a chest.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more counter.
Let me see something real quick. Nick, you're more than welcome to be here, buddy. And you're like what you're saying about COVID, you're welcome to have your opinion and you're welcome to have your your facts as well. However, we never reduce ourselves to calling names. A personal attack on someone that doesn't believe the same way you believe is just it kind of shows that you don't have tolerance for people that you should have tolerance for. I mean, what works for you may very well work, not work for someone else and vice versa. But we're not going to go into name calling. So please, I'm saying this with respect. I'm not saying this to scold you or, to try to slap your wrist or anything. I know you can tune out. I appreciate that you're here, but let's just all stay respectful towards people. If you want to debate with someone in the comments, antibodies versus vaccines, by all means, go ahead and do it. And as long as the chat doesn't, start getting really upset, I have no problem with that. If the chat gets upset, well, majority rules. And, we'll just stop the conversation. We won't take one side or the other. But when you resort to calling people names, that's when, that's just really, in my opinion, it shows that you lose an argument, that's how my buddy said to me. I was just talking about the guy who thinks I'm racist, and I looked at him like a best friend. And I'm not saying you can't have a black best friend and not be a racist. I'm sure you can be. You just aren't racist towards that one guy. But regardless of that, just be cool, please. There's no need for name calling. And if the two of you were to meet in real life, for all you know, you could be very close friends. Here we go again. Damn it. What's up, John K? Anthony, what's up, buddy? $31 to $35 is 1% equals 2. So 33 is 35%. Okay. All right. No more interruptions with the cell phone. I took care of it. That's what I need. You see these drops I'm getting? I just need a good distraction. If we could just somehow get over hole 1, this would be like one of the best rounds I ever had. Let's see here. Max plus 10, Kingmaker. Make sure. No. I just need to double check the ball I have in. And yep. All right. Max plus 10, 0.8 top, 3 right. No movement shot. Right curl, minus right curl, minus. I'm joking. Right curl, right curl. Right curl, right curl. Just past the outer ring. So he wants us to know right curl. You probably put that there just for me, because I am the person that will put left curl on when it says right curl. So he's like, right curl. Yes, RJ, that right, not the other right. The Ring Bible. What's the Ring Bible? That sounds interesting. Something I might want to look into. Feel free to plug it. If any of the moderators know anything about it, they could post links if you want to share it.
Great shot.
Okay, we don't see anything that says max OP, so we're taking a different approach to this. And it's only going to cost us a Kingmaker to do so, so... No movement shot. 3 right. 0.8 top. 7.5. 5.9. Then we're going to do right curl. I gotcha. You thought I'd... right curl.
Great shot.
Oof. But we rolled out. A little too much right curl probably on my part. Oh, is that what he used? Was a top spoon? Top spoon. Bust out that top spoon, man. We're using the silverware tonight. No plasticware. I thought that was it, but now I'm getting text messages, so 1 second.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
I'm gonna hope this is like 90%-ish. Kind of taking my own shot here, minus the... I am using his elevation. I should have read it and I didn't. We're gonna push. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna guess. Hopefully I stay on the fairway. Oh my God.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cow.
I have nothing for that. That was just dumb luck. That was not a proper adjustment. That was me trying to stay on the fairway. You know, and have a putt. So, I mean, wow. and we're on pace for a minus 15. Let's just look at that scorecard. How did we start this out? We timed out. Then we went straight into a bunker. Look at the rest of this freaking card. I'm not saying we're going to medal, because God knows what tomorrow brings, you know, for the back nine. What I am saying is, it looked like this was going to be a disaster. And then all of a sudden, it just turned into magic. Max plus 10, 6 top, 3 left. Max OP, left curl, left side out. Okay, there's a picture. Cool. Clear ring at right rough at plus 12. Let's keep it going. Right, Kavak. That's honestly... What's up, Barb? Good to have you here. See, I love when I hit explosions. What's up, Futch? Is it... I don't want to screw your name up. Can I just call you Futch? And if I pronounce that part wrong? Jesse Huntley, I didn't see you sneak in. Nicholas Griffin. I love when I get drops because people that don't normally chat say hi. So I get to say hi back. This is the luckiest I've ever been. Not just because of that last shot. I don't even want to say lucky because I feel like by saying lucky, I'm doing a disservice to ball breakers. His notes are awesome, but a lot of times I struggle to hit perfect, you know? And then to make a shot like that, I couldn't do that again if if you're like, repeat what you just did. I'll give you 10 tries. I bet you I don't do it once.
Perfect shot.
Kavak, I love that. Hopefully it stays on the fairway. RJ drains it into the hole. I was so frustrated because there was no way to make that adjustment the way that, with the normal pulling and everything else. Let's see here. Wait, am I going the wrong way? I think I am. See, and any other time that would have been disaster. But not this time. 3 left, 6 top. 7, 9. Nothing's in the way. It says max OP, but it didn't say to push up.
Great shot.
Regardless, I hit like a double freaking great, so thank God we stayed on the fairway. Yeah, Ryan, exactly. It didn't do what I said hopefully it would do. Is in the hole considered... Well, no, that's not even fairway. Right, that's green. And is the in the hole even considered on the green? I think that's like the step after you are, in the green.
Great shot.
Hopefully my sniper still makes it.
Nice on.
All right. I can't put it where it needs to go, but I could try to match. I can't even try to match the ball guide. Because it's going to take some curl. As long as I could stay... as long as I could stay on the putting surface, I'd be a happy guy. Did I switch that? Yeah, okay. So... I'm bad at guessing curl. Oh, more backspin was probably needed. Okay. Yes, more backspin was definitely needed. However, I was afraid. I was saying that because I was afraid we were going to end up in the rough.
Eagle.
Exactly, Barb. I'm with you on that. We all bleed the same color. I don't know. My buddy actually just texted me. He's not saying he's watching or anything. Those who know, know. But anyway, he doesn't think I'm a racist. He just... We're going to talk it probably tomorrow because it's going to be late after this. I went 8-8. It was supposed to be... Yep, I'm going to miss.
Nice on.
So we ended the way we started. Brain fart. Supposed to only move it the 2-2. All right. Last text. All right. I am going to walk, those of you who were with me, was it yesterday, will get this little inside joke. I am going to leisurely walk over to my refrigerator and get another can of Diet Coke. I'll be right back. All right. Well, I wanted the minus 15, but I screwed up on my Jared shot because I just went with the max numbers because my head's all over the place. Hopefully I could correct that. There's no way I'm going to get as many drops, but if we could play solid, this next upcoming account is going to be the account that we have a chance on. Just stopped the game screen because I got to put my super secret phone number in. I don't want to get prank calls for 6 months again like I did last time I accidentally showed my phone number on a game, this game. There we go. Unfreeze it because, the way my brain works, we're used to freezing things. And forgetting about them. Okay. Yeah, it should have gone fish, and you're 100% right. And the thing of it is, I would love if I got all the drops that I was able to get the first time, but I've never played that good. Again, it's not because the notes aren't that good. It's because I have trouble hitting perfect and such. But I am going to try to be a little more laser focused this time. Oh yeah, Johnny. The fact that we were able to come back from the treacherous, I don't know if you were here yet, but hole one was, oh my, I timed out. It was that bad. On the drive, I timed out. So, max plus 10 push up to whatever the chart says. And see, I don't even think I totally understood even that. That was my stupidity. It's not a max. So I'm already going into this shot knowing much more than I did the first time I went in. But I felt like I was prepared. I didn't feel like I was going in unprepared until it was, the timer was ticking. And, once the timer started ticking, I'm like, oh, crap, what's this input? What's that input? The heck was that? Yeah, Kavak, you get, most people Ryan, I don't think I did. I don't know if you could post it again or if I could scroll up. Most people are, normal adults that, you see someone's phone number, haha, yeah, you made a mistake, that's done. But there are man-childs, whatever they're called out there, that just, they still think that they're 13 making prank phone calls from their mom's basement. And oh my God, I had the same phone number since cell phones were a thing, if I'm not mistaken. So it would have really sucked to have, had to cancel my number and get a new one. So I put up with it longer than I would have if I didn't have an attachment to my phone number. And luckily they lost it or grew up or, just didn't care anymore. Your pick. I'm just happy it stopped. Okay, so 10-4. We're pushing up to 10. Or we're pushing up the 10 rings or 10 yards? It's 10 yards, but we're not. Was it? Maybe I was supposed to push up to plus 10. So see, I thought I was ready this time, and I guess I wasn't. But at least we have. Where did I screw up there? Yeah, plus 10 yards. But I was so far pulled back that I was deep in the zeros. So I'm not 100% sure what I did wrong, but we're on the fairway. We didn't time out. We're not in a bunker. So already loads better than it was before. Actually, it looks like I was supposed to push up to plus 10. Not that I was supposed to push up 10 yards. I was supposed to push up to plus 10. So I misinterpreted it. And, now that I know what happened when I took the shot, now, it's clear as day.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for Master. Oh, don't change anything, Johnny. You played, your instructions were perfect. It was my thick skull that, just digested it wrong. You wrote it the way it should have been written. I'm just a numbskull. Okay, I'm gonna guess this is 50%. I hope it is. 9 plus 15. Looked like it should have been minus. This seems like it's uphill. But, I mean, if there was a 30% issue one way or the other, I wouldn't have got that close. I don't understand this stuff, but that's why I use Ball Breaker's notes. I let him figure it out for me. Wonder how long it took him to figure that out.
Birdie.
To look at an uphill shot and play it as a downhill shot. I know I said good game. I don't know if I said good luck.
Birdie.
I'll take a birdie over a par. And then also on this, now we're going through our second time, so there will be some muscle memory, or, you know, if your brain's a muscle, I guess. Someone called you and asked you if your refrigerator light was on because it should be off. Yeah, I was a generation of prank call kids. I'm not saying I didn't deserve it. It was just annoying. I remember, and it's not funny today, but at the time it was funny because of the way the guy responded. Today it's not funny because I believe you can actually do it. I actually watched a video of LED lights that were controlled by, I don't know, Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or something like that, that were waterproof. But we're talking like 1993. I was at my buddy's house. We were making prank phone calls. This is before caller ID. This was before Star 69, at least in our area. And I called I think I called a store called like Ace Hardware or something like that. And I'm like, man, we're having this really big party, and I just want the whole house to look really nice. I got some all blue Christmas lights, and I put them around the top of the toilet inside the bowl, right where the water comes out of the bowl. And, you know, I took a leak, and it just shocked the living hell out of me. You know, do you have something I could use to make this work? And the guy that worked there on the other side of the phone was just laughing his ass off. I don't know if he knew it was a prank or if he thought I was that stupid. Me and my friends were big fans of the Jerky Boys. I don't know if you know who the Jerky Boys are. If not, you could probably Google them. But then I was watching, I don't know, I was watching something on YouTube, and there's waterproof LED lights that exist now. So that wouldn't even have been remotely funny because the guy would have had an answer for me. But, you know, that's how times change, I guess. All right, let's just make sure we understand the way we think we understand. You went through 90 practice tokens this tournament. I want to know how many practice tokens you went through to see that a clear, what looks like a 30% uphill shot actually plays like a 15% downhill shot. That's just, if I would have taken that shot, guessing elevations with what little I know, I would have never came to the conclusion of minus 15. It would have taken me 90 practice tokens just on that. Not to mention my great shots and my double great shots where I'd have to take it again. Whew, okay. Max OP and right mid curl. Trying to think, did I need more curl or less curl? I'll just follow the picture. Okay. Max OP, is that, damn it, here I go again. Is that controlled or is that push up to max? Am I pushing up to max or is this controlled OP? Oh. Max OP. Oh, it. Okay. He's making an adjustment now. Yep, push up to max. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Top, man, I played a couple 9-hole tournaments on Masters, if you're still here. Sorry it took me so long. And I was making the cut in like 9th and 10th place. And, you know, the weekend was just, it was like almost unwatchable. I appreciate the kind words if you truly believe that I belong in Master. But as you can see on this account, the best I ever got was a bronze. And it's not like I have a bunch of bronzes. I think I literally have 3 bronzes. I don't know, maybe I have 4 because one of them is a 9-hole cup or something, but... Okay, 11. Stretch to max with the yellow there. Do not allow yourself to forget. Max top -1. Okay, because it's a higher level. This guy looks out, man. Appreciate you. 9, 8. Push up to max. I know for a fact to do that now. And then max overpower. It seems like he has a little less than where I was. So right here. Okay, we hit. That felt like a minor grate, right? So hopefully everything still works out. And it looks like it's going to. Beautiful. Ish. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Hopefully that's not uphill. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's how it's supposed to be done. I'll give him... I was going to say good luck, but I don't want to put pressure or anything. If he makes it, I'll give him a little ball dropping emoji.
Great shot.
Ooh, he's a curling fan.
Albatross.
What are you eating, dog? Oh, easy peasy.
Albatross.
Hey man, it was a putt, you know? And even if it wasn't a putt, if it would have been a wedge from the fringe or just a little beyond, I'd rather have that shot than a shot with my Nirvana. Let's see. Quarterback. We dropped this one, but you can't assume a hole-in-one. All I know is the notes are good if I could follow them the same way I followed them before. 2.8 back, 3 right. Guide just right of center cup, about 2 squares through. Gotcha.
Perfect shot.
Mike Knight. Seeing your name always makes me happy because it makes me nostalgic. Takes me back to Michael Knight.
Nice
And if you tell me that it's impossible with today's technology to start a car with your smartwatch, I'm going to call you a liar. So that's something that they got right. I know he's like, what does that have to do with anything? I don't know. I just kind of speak out loud when I think of certain things, but ain't that crazy? like so many things that didn't pan out, like the flying cars and everything like that. But this did. 8-5. I need to be a little further back. I can't because there's freaking little emojis there. I'm gonna barely underpower it. 8-5 is 8-7. And we miss. That's what happened last time. Oop. Nice, Travis. All right. Now, with Elon Musk, maybe we could even talk to our car to start it up and autonomously I can't say the word. I wish I could, but I can't. Autonomously? Do you even English? I'm sure that's possible too.
Great shot.
Here we go.
Nice on.
You know, the reason, another thing, you know, yeah, Knight Rider was kind of right, okay? And I think they were right in more ways than one. I know they were, because they were on Mythbusters, and you could drive a car up a moving trailer. So that was cool, too. And then I completely forgot where I was going to go with that. So let's just go to the next hole. Hole 4, max plus 15. I keep saying it. I believe it. I'm going to be the youngest person to get Alzheimer's. Like, I just can't remember anything. Don't take benzos. If you have anxiety and a doctor tries to prescribe benzos to you, say no. I took DARE. No. No. Back up. We're not playing with the quarterback. Good night, Gone Fishing for Souls. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a lot of Fenzel's notes. I know that because of Ball Breakers. A lot of times, you know, he'll say, my shot looks exactly like Fenzel's, except, you know, he might tweak this, or he might even say, this is Fenzel's shot, and then his notes will actually give a link to Fenzel's YouTube channel. So he's really good at doling out credit where credit's due. All right, I'm going to favor the 3 right to the max top because we know that the APOC 5 or APOC 6 has less top spin, and it still worked. So about 5 rings of overpower. Great left is not going to bode well for that second, or where we're going to, hopefully it still goes down. Okay, I thought we were going to be up in that sand, so it boded just fine. Good night, Johnny. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the awesome notes as well. Is Knight Rider on Netflix? That's awesome. I'll have to check that out. There was something I almost started watching. I want to say it was on Netflix. because it made me nostalgic, but I can't remember. Maybe it was I don't know, maybe it was Knight Rider. And like I said, I almost turned it on.
Perfect shot.
That was back when David Hasselhoff was awesome. My mom for Christmas, or was it a birthday? I can't remember. It's probably, I don't know. Anyway, I had this really cool, let me take my shot and then I'll finish what I'm saying. Are we close? Yep, we are close to minimum. Awesome. So that's 5. That's 10. And I'm just going to go 10% here. 11's fine. 15%, yep. Oh, I'm going to adjust this here. We want to go through it because it's a headwind. 3.3. Perfect.
Perfect shot.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more chowder.
I am so freaking jealous, Kavak. That would be awesome. Yeah, exactly, Kavak, the transmission. For Christmas or birthday, my mom got me fairly big. I know me doing this doesn't really help you guys in size comparison,
Great shot.
but probably about as big as the Barbie car, but it was kit, and you could push your finger down on the license plate and it would make them talk, and it came with a Michael Knight action figure, which again, showing fingers doesn't really show much. And we, in the apartments we lived in, there was like an alley behind the garages, and the alley was lower, so the asphalt kind of went up a little bit, so if you were to park there, you'd know where to stop so your car doesn't go down into the alley. It was like a walkway alley, not, you know, like maybe you could fit one car down there, but I doubt it. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm pushing the car and, you know, jumping it over and over into this alleyway, making all these noises and everything, just loving every minute of it. All of a sudden, Michael Knight becomes decapitated. And Kit starts talking funny. He starts talking really slow. So it wasn't meant to take that beating. She actually fixed Michael Knight's head with a toothpick, kinda. So that was kind of neat. But my God, if I could go back and talk to my 8-year-old self or however old I was and be like, look, man, I know you really, really, really want to play with this toy. Don't take it out of the packaging. I would love to have that on display somewhere. I was a huge Knight Rider fan. Let's see. All right, hole 5. And all right, 0.2 top, 1.1 right. Oh, you had one too, Ray? Got Polaroid pictures as well, right? You know, I didn't watch the reboot. I don't know why, but I thought it was odd that they went with they went with a Mustang. I didn't know that it could turn into the F-150, but I knew that it was a Mustang. And I am not the type of person, like, I hate... Okay, so I have a Ford Escape, right? Before my Ford Escape, I owned a Chevy Malibu. Well before I had the Chevy Malibu, what did I have? Well, at some point I had a Chrysler Concorde. I love American cars, especially American muscle. But in the United States, anyway, there's a big rivalry between the big three. And, you know, Ford makes fun of Chevy, Chevy makes fun of Ford. My neighbor has a Dodge Ram. He's also one of my best friends. And he's talking all kinds of trash about Ford. And I'm like, this isn't fair. Because I don't have anything against Dodge. I don't have anything against Chevy. I can't participate in your bashing of my car. That looks right. 9-1 is 6-1. I'm going to leave it. I hope it's right. Just barely underpowering it right before the break. And of course it went to break and I hit it great. So yeah, there's that. Anil, you're awesome, man. Yeah, Jesse, it's funny you mentioned that too, because I just watched the original Transformers movie cartoon with my son, and I was telling him all the Transformers I had. Transformers were expensive, so like I didn't have a whole bunch of them. You know, we weren't rich growing up or anything like that. But one Christmas I did get Optimus Prime, which was a huge deal. I also got Ramjet, which is kind of like a Starscream, but he was like maroon. You know, he was one of the guys that stand behind Ramjet. I mean, Starscream. You know, that I don't know. I had a couple GoBots, you know, because they were cheaper. I don't know if I had Bumblebee, but you couldn't compare Bumblebee to Optimus Prime, because Bumblebee would like come up to his knee or something like that. I don't know, maybe his waist. I was so jealous of all the kids that had Dinobots, but even more jealous of the kids who had the Constructicons, and they could make the big giant robot. Man, the toys they had back then. I don't know if I just remember them so much better or if they were actually better. One Transformer I always wanted that I never got was Soundwave. All the cool kids had Soundwave, and you know, you had the little laser beak and the guy that would pound the ground, Rumble or whatever his name is. Would have been awesome to have him. Oh, I also had an SUV named Trailblazer. He was like a mid-sized Transformer. I don't think he was as tall as Optimus Prime, but he was probably, yeah, he was about the size of the fighter jets. Thanks, Sam, for subscribing. Appreciate you. I agree, Jesse. The new Transformers make the toys from the 80s look like garbage. Okay. I hadn't looked them up, but I just remember this perfect thing. But, you know, I mean, you go back then and you're like, remember when the Nintendo first came out? My God, these are the best graphics ever. So, yeah, it's probably just, you know, for the time, I thought it was awesome. But it'd still be cool to have an original, even if it does look like crap. Oh, this is... Okay, this... Let me go back in my mind with this. I'm going to practice regardless. I think. Yeah, okay. Hole 6. I have plenty of Zerks. Max plus 0. No movement shot. Move slice rings minus 6. So it would be 15 rings. Let me highlight that 15. So I don't have to look for it. 5.8 top, 1 left, max OP, max left. Okay, I think I know what to do here, but I'm not 100% certain, so I am going to do one practice shot. If I stay on or near the fairway, I know what to do. And I'm going to actually follow his order of operations too. No movement shot. Make my adjustment of max plus 0. Rotate the screen. Move it 15 rings. And then push it to plus 24. I don't know why I couldn't digest that earlier. Maybe it's because I took the shot now. Okay, so what was that? 5.8 and 1.5. $9.3. Now we're going to move it 15 rings. And we're going to push up to plus 24. And now I'm angry that I practiced because I'm not going to get that good of a shot. It's just Murphy's Law. Jackie, dropping a 2 spot. Thank you very much. What can I play for you, Jackie? Kavak. I wish, but I appreciate the kind words. I'm the nostalgic guy of the Golf Clash community. Which Transformer fell down the stairs? I don't think, I don't know if you're referring to me. Oh, Stumblebee. Okay, you got the... I didn't see the... Stumblebee, Drunk Bumblebee, same thing. All right, let's see. Let's do this again. This is for Jackie. Can we get Jackie some love in the chat, please? Thank you, Jackie. Adam was originally in that one, but he was at the beginning. Shut up, RJ. Take your shot. 5 point. I don't like that, how it just did that, because that kind of threw me off. Okay, 10-8. Going to be 9-2. Then 15 rings. It's 10. That's 15. Then we're pushing up to plus 24. I know it said plus 25. I just don't have time. Jackie dropped another 2. Let's play another song. Thank you, Jackie. Nope, we can't. We can't have one interfere with the other. Let's get some Adam love in here.
Now that the party is jumping, with the bass kicked in and the Vegas all pumping, quick to the point, no faking, cooking MCs like a pound of bacon, burning them, being quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a symphony. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
We're pretty far up. I'm thinking it might be the wedge.
Yo, man, let's get out of here. Word to your mother.
James is a genius. Let's just keep it going since Jackie is so awesome. That's 2 for 2. She went like 4 or 5 last time. Not gonna make her pay for these. Her, him, I'm sorry, Jackie's boat goes both ways. I assume. Oh no, this is gonna be. I have an Aunt Jackie who's female, but I know plenty of Jackies that are guys as well, so my apologies.
Perfect shot.
And then this one as well.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip a party like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's like your birthday. You'll find me in the club, bottle full of bug. But mommy, I got the eggs, so get in the taking drugs. I'm in the having sex, I ain't in the making
Oh, was it Kvak? I didn't realize. Happy with the outcome.
You'll find me in the club, bottle full of bug. But mommy, I got the eggs, so get in the taking drugs. I'm in the having sex, I ain't in the making love. So come give me a hug, get in the getting rubbed. Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more Calvin.
Thank you very much, Jackie. Appreciate you. Yep. As Jesse used to say, around the toilet bowl. I'll take it. Not getting as many drops as last time, but we still are getting some drops. So, you know, getting drops is better than not getting drops. Unfortunately, we got a ton of drops with 2 huge mistakes on the other account. This one, we're getting a good amount of drops, and this is the one that has a better tiebreaker. All right. Eight is 9.8.
Perfect shot.
Can we go 2 for 2? It would feel great. I like the line.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more Calvin.
Oh, man. The heck is going on? These notes are amazing.
Perfect shot.
Get in the hole. Oh, so close.
Nice on.
All right, no movement shot, plus 10, 0.8 top, 3 right. All right. Let's make sure we got to put a kingmaker in. I don't know, Steve Fisher. Yeah, I'll take it. He's heating up. I remember NBA Jam. I was a Cavs fan back then, so I was always Doherty, Brad Doherty, and Mark Price. Didn't that game not have Michael Jordan? I want to say it was like Pippen and Rodman or something like that. And then I think one of the best teams were the Seattle team, which was Kemp, and there was another really good player with Kemp on the Supersonics. I can't remember his name. Yeah, San Antonio. Who'd they have? David Robinson, and they didn't have the Twin Towers, did they? I want to say they had not Ginobili. Who was they had like a point guard, I thought. Gary Payton. Thank you, Ryan. Yes, Gary Payton. Couldn't think of his name, but as soon as I saw it, you're 100% right. And Payton was the better of the two. Payton was money behind the line.
Perfect shot.
Wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to play the curl. That looks like that's fairway. Nice. Yeah, Ryan Langford. Then the Cavs ended up getting Kemp, and like right after he gained a bunch of weight or something like that, and he never really panned out. I don't care if you gain weight if you could still ball out, but he wasn't balling out. Oh yeah, NBA Jam. It's freaking amazing. I used to play that. I used to play Double Dragon. Double Dragon, I actually watched a video on that because I don't remember beating it, not beating it. I don't know what happened. But Double Dragon had two different endings. There was one ending where you beat up the boss and you untie your girlfriend and, you know, you rescue her. However, if you played with two players,
Nice on.
you would fight the boss, but then after the boss, you would fight each other. And after fighting each other, then the woman would, you know, choose who, you know, well, not choose, but the winner of that fight is the one that would get the lady. Which is just kind of weird and dark if you think about it. Because one of them, okay, can we, no, I don't want to try this twice. Ooh, we can sneak in here. One of them was, you know, her boyfriend, and the other was the brother of the guy. So you fight to the death, and if you're the brother, you fight to the death, you kill your brother, who was her boyfriend, and then she hugs you, and, you know, my hero, and it's freaking weird. Already up to the last hole for today, right after this one.
Birdie.
Now I need to remember to put more backspin on if I end up in the same position. We could end up with a 15 on this because we didn't make those two well, I can't say that yet because we made a mistake on the last hole. If you remember, I adjusted for max when it was supposed to be a Jared shot. But I could end up with 15. That would be awesome. And this is a tiebreaker one. And that just tells you the other game should have been a 16, right? 16 or 17, depending if I got the eagle on. Did I get the eagle? Let me see. Did I get the eagle? No, I just got... Oh, I also have a par on this one. Jeez, I can't get like the perfect whatever. I'll take all the drops. I'll take the drops. All right, max plus 10, 6 top, 3 left. Max OP and left curl, left side of the ball, outer ring. I see that. It's at plus 12, clear ring at the rough. That's our drive, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I was a big Michael Jordan homer back then. Yeah, I think most people were. I remember I became of age that I was old enough to watch and understand basketball. I was watching the Cavs in the playoffs against the Bulls, and Michael Jordan hit the shot heard around the world. And while I was destroyed that my Cleveland Cavaliers were eliminated from the playoffs, I knew at that young age, whatever age I was at when that happened, that this player was something special. Like, he was trouble the entire game. And from that, like, for the rest, you know, normally the team that eliminates your team in the playoffs, you root against them. I think this is before Jordan was popular, but I could be wrong because I was young. Well, I rooted for that team because I thought that player was awesome. And then that player ended up being the best of all time.
Great shot.
She probably is, Colt. How you doing, buddy? Oh no, it's plus 12. There we go. I don't see a push up to max, so...
Perfect shot.
And there was no push up to max. Nice. Yeah, wasn't Gary Payton one of the best three-point shooters in the game? And speaking of NBA Jam, we can't go retro without talking about how awesome Tecmo Bowl was. Even though it made no sense, because that field was nowhere near wide enough, and it would have looked like old film at a movie theater if you would have, like, looked at how long that field was for how narrow it was. No, every time we played, me and my friends, we'd always fight over whoever would be the Raiders. Bo Jackson. Not going for the albatross here. I don't completely understand it. But I am going to adjust like 9-2. Put some curl on and just hope for the best.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
You know, I've had so many drops, I can't even be mad. At least I don't have a long Nirvana shot for, you know, where I could screw things up. All I need is a perfect or a great putt, and I'll be fine. You know, I was watching Bo Jackson. He was a member of the Kansas City Chiefs. And the pitcher was trying to intentionally walk him. And he swung at the pitch, and he flied out to the track. But I just thought that was also one of the coolest things I ever saw. I mean, I'll take a minus 15, especially if you would have said you'd get a 15 after hole 3 happened. I would have been shocked. It sucks that, you know, hole 2 was an albatross. Well, we got 2 albatrosses, hole 6 as well. So both, we could have done better on both, but regardless, we did pretty darn good. If you look above us, you know, there's... I'm not going to do the math, you know, I mean, Adam probably had a better front 9, but regardless, I don't see many people here stopping at the halfway point with, you know, a plus 15, so hopefully that's good enough. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. Sorry for the drama at the beginning and, you know, and everything that was going on. But, you know, it turned out great, and hopefully tomorrow is drama-free, political-free, nothing but just hanging out and chillaxing. What is it? Have a great Saturday night, Sunday morning, wherever you are, and I'll